Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost, and on this channel we're talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And this video is about the narcissist's karma, right? This is a question that we often are thinking about because of the terrible injustice, right, that seems to go on in this dynamic. Yeah, if you've been with a narcissist, you'll know that they line up new sources of supply, and after they brutally finally discard you, if that happens, or you may have left them, they tend to move on very quickly. And we might have an argument with a narcissist, or a difficult conversation, and be affected for days or weeks or months or even years. But the narcissist can just get up and get on with life, and it doesn't seem like anything bothers them. So let's just go into this. We've got to remember, right, the narcissist is soul detached, operating with an entity of consciousness that we're calling narcissism. It's a spiritual war, and as a being, they're kind of empty. They're kind of insatiable, like they will get insatiable around source of supply and various things, but it's not because they're a tortured soul, right? They're just an empty vessel. Right, the only real emotion you'll ever see with a narcissist, and it's not even it's like their anger, right? The jealousy is just a way of expressing their anger, their irritation at you having anything good in your life. So they're emotionally void, no empathy and no joy, they're just empty, right? Which is why they have to trauma bond you to keep you in this, because you wouldn't feel connected to them if you weren't so trauma bonded. So what can lead to a terrible feeling of injustice in us is that they seem to get on with their lives with no consequences. And I want to reassure you that's not the truth, right? But because what's going on is spiritual and energetic, we have to understand it in that context. So what happens when we're with a narcissist is that we consent to them and we kind of merge energetic fields, right? I talk all the time about this is a universe of free will. God, or whatever you believe in, gave man free will to choose. Now, we don't always understand what we're consenting to spiritually, right? When we let a narcissist in, it's a bit like letting the vampire in or letting the devil in, right? You've now consented to everything that comes with, which includes merging energetic fields, right? So your field of energy is now enmeshed with the narcissist, which provides them a certain amount of karmic protection, right? Because they get your karma's kind of balance out. When you completely, right, say no consent in the universe, detach from the trauma bond and detach from the narcissist, they will get their karma for you. Yeah, but they may be under karmic protection because they've merged and enmeshed fields with someone else, but they will get their karma for you. Overall, the narcissists get what's coming. There is divine justice on this planet, right? It can seem really unfair, and of course none of us want to be wishing badly on other people, even narcissists. It's not in our highest interest. You're better off just to let go and let God, right, and let it all take its course. But they will get their karma from you once then you're no longer a consenting energy source. And you might feel like, I'm not consenting, but I can't stop ruminating and I'm still trauma bonded. While we're still enmeshed with the narcissist, we're still allowing our energy to be siphoned. We're a battery source to them of energy, right? So we have to break the trauma bonds. I've got some videos on this. Please join my program. Actually, if you join Sovereign by the end of the month, I'll again give you, I did this offer last month, I'll give you a free 90-minute session with me. So all you've got to do is join Sovereign, which is a life-changing program. I'm actually adding an extra module in this week, which we talked about last night on our Q&A, which are brilliant. You get live coaching in that course. But yes, if you join by the end of the month, I'll put the link in the description. You'll get a free 90-minute session whenever you want the session. You don't have to have the session by the end of the month. Anyway, so we've got to be mindful of our energy, taking all our energy back. I do this in Sovereign, taking our power back, taking our soul back, taking up space, pushing our auras out 6 foot outside your body, so that you take up space in the world and you break the ties, right? And when we're totally obsessed with the injustice, right, which is very natural response, it's very natural. What that is it's what I call the injustice trauma. When we really want something like almost to go wrong for the narcissist. We want to see like justice in the world because what's happened to us is so unfair. That means you're still traumatized. Yeah, you've got to heal that. Yeah, you've got to heal that injustice trauma, because it starts running people's lives, like in terms of And what's can put people in a lot of despair as well is feeling like we live in an unfair universe, right? Why hasn't divine justice stepped in? It's because we did something under free will. We didn't know what we were doing. We didn't know what we were saying yes to. We didn't know about a narcissist, but now you do, right? Now you've got to say no consent in the psychic realm, because we are consenting to our energy being siphoned in the energetic realm, even if it's happening because of a trauma bond. It doesn't mean it's your fault. It's not your fault. This is a really difficult cycle, but it is our responsibility to heal it and transmute it and get it out of our system if we want to be free of all the trauma associated and take our energy back. Your energy is meant to be used for you, your highest good, right? We're meant to channel source energy and use our energy for what we want to express in the world in alignment with our values and our true nature. The narcissist takes you away from yourself and literally, it's kind of like steals your energy because you're being manipulated to give it to them. Right? When we understand how to take back our energy first, build energetic capacity and what I call energetic capacity and resilience, which means that we're a solid source to self. We're not allowing ourselves to be siphoned, right? And we're putting our energy, our time, energy, attention, and money in ways that grow us and expand us. Then we're in alignment with our highest good, and that's what we want to do. So if you want to join Sovereign, you'll get a free 90-minute session, link in the description. Please keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. Lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon.